Hi, I don't really have a question I'm trying to ask today. It's nothing complex. I just want to try and get ahead with finishing a scene. I wrote with a character, so I started with a character. This is part of the Heathens series again. This is what I'm currently working on. This character is approached by a woman, a witch, who wants protection for her daughter. And as I've explained before, the world within Heathens is a sanctuary for witches and warlocks who are orphaned, abandoned, or whose parents cannot care for them at that point in time. So this, the head witch, she's being approached by another witch who wants her daughter protected within the confines of the orphanage or the sanctuary. I use orphanage or sanctuary interchangeably, so basically one word can always be swapped for the other. It just depends on the context. If obviously the kids don't have anyone in charge of them, then they're orphans, and if they're there for safety reasons, it's a sanctuary. So that's just how I see it. So at the moment I'm currently on 1,543 words. Not only do I want to polish this, I also want to add to it as well. I'm not aiming for a certain number of words. I just want to polish it and add to it, and that's pretty much it. And I think what went wrong with writing this scene, not that anything's gone wrong as such, but what I need to tidy up is that obviously you have this witch approaching the head witch of the sanctuary. Now, the whole point of Heathens is that these witches and warlocks are supposed to be all powerful, and when they're in their clans, they're even more powerful. So the question now is, why does this witch need protection for her daughter? That she would send her to a sanctuary or to an orphanage when she's married to a powerful warlock. She's powerful in her own right, and she's from a very powerful clan, and he's from a powerful clan as well. And I think their daughter's very powerful as well. So I need to figure it out by the end and see what's going to work and what makes sense, and just try and flesh it out. There you have it. So she is a descendant of some of the most powerful heathen clans across the seas. It seemed all the beauty across the seas had also been bestowed upon her, the lucky girl. And this is another issue I realized, because I wrote, it seemed, the lucky girl, but she had grown into a woman and had a girl of her own, and a boy, a witch and a warlock, the perfect pairing. So if she has a witch and a warlock, why does the witch need protection but the warlock doesn't? And this is where you need to kind of figure out what's happening and try and expand a lot further. Another area I haven't expanded upon is that the head witch, she is anxious to meet this younger witch with the two children, but I haven't really written out why. She feels a heaviness about the meeting, and she's very, very anxious. And this head witch is someone who is very powerful and very confident in her own right. So she doesn't need to feel a lack of confidence when meeting other witches or warlocks. So I need to flesh that out as well, the reason why. Yes, you are not present at a send-off, but I understand. So did my mother. Also realized in this scene, because all the witches talking, I've actually got lots of clan names that I haven't listed down. And what I tend to do is list down the names of all the clans that I've put down in the book, or else you forget them. Because if I don't do that, I just forget what they are. And I think it's good to have an idea of what's what and who's a witch and who's a warlock. So I think I might use this little book. No, I'm going to use my little, like this little exercise book I use. It's actually for schools, but you know, they're nice and cheap, and you know, they're for school kids. I don't know why they put that there, because it just completely ruins the, but this is just to list down, because so far I've seen about 5 different names for different clans, and I just need to make sure I have them all down, and all the magical systems as well, because one thing about creating a magical system in a book, and in a 7, because this is going to be a 7-book series, is that you will forget, you will not remember every little thing. So it's always a good idea to write it down and just have it somewhere along the way. Now I know it's all on my Scrivener, but I also like to have a mental picture as well, and the names as well, because I've introduced some new names here, and I did this a while ago, but I'm just going through it all now, and there we are. Okay. My to-do list keeps growing. Now the head witch has declined her. She's not so anxious anymore. She's declined and said the girl cannot stay with them. But now the mother has to explain why it's important the girl stays in the sanctuary. So this is where I fell a bit flat. Your mother did a remarkable job in raising you. There is nothing that we will be able to offer you here. They are unpredictable, as is their magic. Their thoughts are unchecked. They've yet to learn how to protect themselves. Aha. I'm gonna have an error there. Edit and move some stuff around, because I don't know why that chunk of text is there. I must have just put it in last minute a while ago. Oh, okay, so this is a lot. Oh, yeah, so what I've done is I've just put little notes here, but they're actually for all the chapters. Okay, so I think this is going to take a while to finish. Fantastic, it's going quite well. I'm still working on this. I think this is going to take the better part of the day, so I'm going to have to come back to it. I'm going to have a break now, I think, because it's gotten to a natural break in the conversation between them, and I have to work out what comes next, because the mum has to give very solid reasonings. The mother witch has to give very solid reasonings for why she needs her daughter and their protection. Okay, so I'm going to continue on that, and my word count is not great because it's more about moving stuff around, adding a few words here, adding a few words there, and trying to figure out exactly why this scene is happening. I'm not deleting anything at the moment. I'm not removing any characters. The characters are going to stay exactly as they are. At first, I decided that the the young girl, her brother would be present. But then I think I must have removed him at some point. But it doesn't make any sense, because towards the end of the chapter, he's speaking to his sister and telling her that they'll be back soon with he'll be back soon with their parents. So he's obviously joining them on their quest. So, yeah. So I need to try and figure out why I took the brother out. It was not a good idea to take the brother out. It's actually best to leave him in the text. So I'm just trying to figure out why I did that. And I think, sometimes you just make little errors, don't you? You don't even realise you've done them. And that's why you always go over the script again and everything else, just to make sure it's all correct and it's all where you want it to be. Yeah. So I don't know what I'm going to call this video, because this is just me dabbling with writing and trying to fix little errors I've made. But I'll think of something. Alright, on to the next video. Goodbye. Happy writing, and may inspiration find you.